Welcome to English 101. I will be your instructor, Pamela Oldham. I am very excited about this course because this course is sort of the bedrock of writing. And as you know, you do a lot of writing of papers, essays, exam questions in academia. So this course is going to teach you the nuts and bolts of writing. It will help you to critically think, to organize your papers, to research, and to be able to document your research. We are in this together. I'm very excited about seeing the topics that you come up with, your responses to discussion board questions, your take on various topics and how you develop them. So, welcome again to English 101. Just a little bit about me. I grew up in Sanford, North Carolina, went to public schools, went away to school in Virginia where I studied English and loved it because I got to meet so many writers who were coming through and giving various readings every Friday afternoon. So that was really fun. I also went to Columbia University where I got a 2-year degree, master's in writing, also to Radcliffe for summer, NYU, NC State, UNC Chapel Hill. So I have done a lot of academic work. Also, I am a writer. I write articles, short stories, poetry, and am very excited about that. So I'm at the same time you're writing, I'm putting together things too. So I know a little bit about the work necessary to be clear. Sometimes it comes really fast. Sometimes we have to edit and rewrite and rewrite. I also move buildings and upfit them. A big building, a commercial building down on Hay Street in Fayetteville, where some of you may have been, kept that very industrial. I'm working on a 270-year-old log house where I lived before and I'm coming back to it now. So I enjoy putting together buildings. I enjoy putting together words. I also make sculpture out of metal and wood and various found objects. So my whole life is dedicated to putting things together so that they put across a particular moment, a particular idea. I think that organization and that inspiration and that perspiration are the same no matter what the medium. Let's talk just a little bit more about English 101. Here are the two textbooks that we'll be using. This is called They Say, I Say. Wonderful text that talks a lot about the audience. The whole first part of it is about analyzing your audience. How do you connect with that audience? What is the on-ramp to getting your information across? What is a naysayer, etc.? In the back, there are a lot of really good essays. And also throughout the text, there are templates to help us have phraseology that really pops in our paper and helps us to make various kinds of transitions and connections. The other book that we'll be using is the Little Seagull Handbook. Excellent handbook in which we learn a lot of the grammatical parts of writing, about organization, and particularly about the MLA, which is the documentation system, the generic one that we will be using in English 101. There's also the Chicago Manual Style APA, which you use in other courses. But we're going to use these two books, and they are good books. They're straightforward, and I think you'll get a lot out of them. So what is the course? What comprises the course? Well, since it is a writing course, we're going to be doing a fair amount of writing. But to begin with, we're going to have 4 tests on sentence errors, fused sentences, comma splices, etc. Then we're going to go on to agreement, subject, verb agreement, pronoun agreement. Then on to punctuation, so that you'll be very confident in punctuating your work. And we will also have a unit, sort of a group test on MLA. And I will help you through that so that you'll know very well how to document material from whatever source you get it, from a scholarly journal or from a personal interview. You also write a perfect paragraph of like 8 to 12 sentences, and you'll give me 2 outlines so that I will know that you could approach your subject in 2 different ways, but 1 paragraph. After that, you'll have a cause and effect paper, which is 3 pages basically, an argumentative paper, which is sort of the big project of the class, your argumentative paper. You will also have 3 summaries from articles in the book and articles that I have found that I think you will find interesting to read and also interesting to write about. So 4 tests, a paragraph, 3 summaries, a cause and effect, and argumentative papers. You will also have an oral presentation which will be on your last paper, your argumentative paper, in which you're able to share with us all the information that you gained in doing the research for your topic. So that is a wonderful class time in which you can share what you have learned and get some feedback from us and from me, the instructor. Simultaneously, we will be having 7 discussion board topics, prompts, questions, whatever you want to call them. Again, I am using some TED Talks. I'm using some very current information and articles, talks that I think you will find very interesting and that are very topical, as we say right now. So 7 of those you will write in response to the question, and then you will write in response to another student's response. So there are 2 parts to that particular discussion board. And finally, we'll have a final exam which will be comprehensive, meaning it will start at the very beginning of the class with all the sort of mechanical information that we've talked about, those 4 tests, and any other questions that we think might be important, or there may be a short writing sample on it, whatever. We'll come up with but the basis of the exam will be the 4 tests that you have at the very beginning of the class. So I look forward to being with you. We'll see how this term goes. We'll be totally online, and we will be interacting. Please, if you have any kind of issue with the class in terms of getting in the class, in our whatever we use, Zoom or Blackboard Collaborative, whichever platform we use, and any kind of response to your work, please let me know. I do not want you to be frustrated. Frustration leads to wasted time sometimes. So I want you to focus your energy into being able to do well on these assignments. So please email me. I'll get back with you. Call me if you need to, so that I can answer a question and you don't spend 2 hours, 3 hours trying to figure out what's going on or what you need to do. So please do that for me in the class. Make sure that you respond the first discussion board so that I will know that you're in class. That's a very important part of it, because I get the roster from that. Again, ask me any questions that you want to ask, and I will get back with you. And if I haven't answered it so that you really understand, come at me again. I look forward to reading your writing, seeing your ideas, and we'll have a good time. I believe that education can be exciting, it can be thorough, it can be precise, and it can be a good time. See you soon.